Now, okay. So, we have difference of squares. Excuse me. So, I want to look at just a very basic equation. All right? Doing it algebraically. All right? Just with variables. I have x squared minus y squared. Okay? This is an example of a difference of squares. Difference, of course, meaning there has to be subtraction. Squares meaning on both sides of the subtraction, I should have a perfect square. So if I look at x and y, I have x here, y and y. Now what's going to go here in these two places? What would go there? Yeah, plus and minus. Okay, so I have plus y and I have minus y. Okay, so difference of squares. Here's another example, but let's use one that has a y-intercept. I have x squared minus 9. Now, where, okay, it's a difference of squares, where does this quadratic pass the y-intercept? Where does it cross the y-intercept? Okay, let me ask this. What is the c part of this equation? What's the c part? Negative 9. Does it have a b? Yes or no? No. So it doesn't have a b. What's the a part? Not x squared. 1. All right? Because that's the coefficient, the implied number right here. So I have x squared minus 9. I'm taking the perfect square of both sides. Okay, so what's the perfect square of x squared, Jess? All right, what's the perfect square of x squared? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you just said it. You went. It's x. Okay, square root of x squared is x. What's the square root of 9?
3.
Everybody? 3. All right, so then what do I do here? I have a what and a what in between? Plus and minus. All right? Now, what are the places? We know where it crosses the y-intercept. Where does it cross the x-intercept? At positive 3 and negative 3. Okay, so my solutions, my roots, my x-intercepts are going to be at positive 3 and negative 3. All right. Next problem. Okay, now we're looking at, okay, factor that please. X squared minus 36. X squared plus 36. How do I factor that? X squared plus 36. Okay. First off, what is this not? Yeah, what is it not? What are we talking about today? Difference of squares. Is that a difference of squares?
No.
No, it's not. This is not a difference of squares. Okay, if I were to solve this, okay, the easiest way would be x squared. I would move the 36 to the other side and solve for x. So now how would I solve from there? I would take the what? Square root of both sides. Uh-oh. Please give me the correct answer. What's my first step whenever I have a negative inside of the square root? Yeah, get mad at it, break its eye out. All right, so I'm going to have x is equal to plus or minus I, square root of 36. What's the square root of 36, everyone? 6. So I have x is equal to plus or minus 6i. Now, I know where the y-intercept for this equation is. Where's the y-intercept? Positive 36. Does it ever touch the x-intercept? No, because what type of numbers are these with I? Imaginary. Okay, so would it do me any good, all right, to, when I graph this, okay, the only reason why I know that it never touches the x-axis is because the number we came up with is imaginary, doesn't exist. All right, let's take a look and go a little bit deeper, okay, into our difference of squares. All right, so